Not what you would expect in this little-known village. A young black man frantically campaigning for a pro-Afrikaner conservative party. Negative reactions or not, Godfrey Skosana is unbothered. He is leaving no stone unturned, convincing his neighbors to rally behind his party, the Freedom Front Plus. Not only is he a card-carrying member, he's also its candidate here in Sipaku, Limpopo. And there's one fundamental principle which attracts him to the party.
Loyalty. Loyalty to our voters. They are very loyal to our voters regardless of the situation. Na la ubona khona ukuthi la bazo offend the other people, but then for the sake of our voters they are stick to that thing.
And that's precisely how the party cemented its place in South Africa's politics since its formation in March 1994. It unapologetically protects the interests of the minorities it serves, particularly the Afrikaners. Its founding leader, Constant Viljoen, envisioned what he termed the Volksstaat, an exclusively Afrikaner homeland. But Skosana doesn't appear bothered by his party's white nationalist identity.
Ngiyacabanga ukuthi yaziwa njengephathi yamabhunu, ngiyakhumbula vele abantu abaningi bayazi njalo. So akusi wrong ukwaziwa ngalokho ngikho. But then njengoba ngikhuluma ukuthi nawukwazi ukuvikela lokho ngikho and then ube stand firm ukuthi ufuna ukurepresenta lokho wena ngikho, there's nothing wrong into efana nale. So if uyakwazi ukwenza lokho, it means nathi na usithembisile ukuthi uzosenzela ezinye zezinto uzovela uzenze net ngaleyo ndlela.
And that's what he's been telling his potential constituents. But will Skosana's brand of politics, which encourages people to rise above race, find fertile ground? Well, local residents are tired of living with broken promises. Their roads are almost non-existent, and they are forced to share a communal tap. So at this stage, they are hungry for a new political player.
We decided to try something like VF Plus because it's been years we're voting for the same part, but we don't get anything.
Thina njengathi nje endabeni zamaphathi zokuvota besingasabheliveli kona sibone ukuthi ngcono sikhethe iFF Plus ukuthi siyabona ukuthi ziningi izinto ezingalungiswa lapho because of even nomuntu osilidayo udlale indima enkulu.
In 1994, the Freedom Front Plus received just over 2% of the national vote, attracting mostly farming and rural communities. But that figure went down in the years that followed. It only improved significantly during the 2019 elections.
The Freedom Front Plus saw a lot of growth, but the point is, of course, that they know that that growth will stagnate at some point because there are only so many Afrikaans votes that they can attract in the white community. So they've known for a while that if they really want to expand their support base, they will have to include people from other races in South Africa.
But is that growth, particularly in black areas, sustainable?
I don't think that's going to happen on a major scale. I think it's a very interesting thing that's happening in oppositional politics, but I don't think, in a long shot, that this is going to do away with identity politics that we see in South Africa, where particularly race still determines to a large extent the political outcome and who people vote for.
While that may be the case, Skosana remains focused. He wants to use public office to solve many of his community's problems.
sifuna ukuzilungisela sifuna ukuziphathela siyi-youth because izinto ezichekiweko esikhathini esiningi ngilezi abantu abadala ukuthi bayahola benzani yabona. So lezi zethu lezi thina siyi-youth ukuthi mhlawumbe ama-opportunities ukuthi sihlukane nama-substance abuse kube nento esizenzako like kube nama-opportunities for everyone. Njengoba ngikhuluma ngamahlelo e-agriculture sizame ukuthi mhlambe kube nama-access we-internet la abantu bazokuba ne-access to knowledge khona into ezifana nalezo nje ngizo into esizigijimisileko ngalamakhetho.
Mpholakaje, Eyewitness News, Sephaku, Limpopo.